Hello everyone, welcome back to the lovely, warm hills of County Durham. We've got a full squad out today. Me, Cooper, Tom and Harry. All on the same machines as usual. Same settings, same coils, etc. The only thing that is different is the current bun's out. There's a little bit of a frost this morning, but I think it's going to turn into a nice day, about 13, 14 degrees. We're back on the same permission and the same fields as the last video. We're literally going to pick up where we left off. I think the last item I found on this field was a miner's token. So if we can carry on the way that we did last time, we'll not do away so bad. So yeah, nothing really to say apart from please subscribe. We're very, very, very close to the 500 mark. Be very good if we can kind of hit that sooner rather than later. Yeah, glorious day. Hopefully we'll hit some more silver and hopefully possibly somewhere over here somewhere maybe some gold. Right, we'll catch you on the first hole. Just before I forget, I'll get this in a better light for you. It is the maiden voyage of the Manticore with Viking 3D prints, sort of screen, sort of sun protector, and I'll tell you what it is, I'm very impressed with it. I did have one of these that was to match sort of the camo, but it had like a plastic screen where you couldn't see the screen, but this one is absolutely ideal. I've looked on the market elsewhere and there's nobody else really does them, but Tom with his new venture, like I said, Viking 3D printing, he's managed to come up with a lovely design, and I would say it's just about perfect. So if anybody out there that is looking for sort of a cover like this, or anything anything you can think of, Tom can kind of do it. So yeah, massive thanks for Tom for that. Right, I've literally walked through the gate there, turned the machine on, and we have a signal. Now, with this being in a bit of a gateway, you'll see there's another gate there. With this being in a bit of a gateway, I'm not too confident that it's going to be anything very good. It could be a bit of rubbish, but as you can see, coming up in the 40s. So we'll get it out and we'll have a look and see what it is. So the first diggable signal today, my suspicions were correct. It's just a bit of sort of, I think it's been some sort of bit metal that's been melted. So nothing too good, unfortunately, for the first hole, but yeah, we'll keep going. Catch you on the next. Got a lovely one here. That's a lovely signal, that. 75. Middle line. That's got to be a coin, hasn't it? I don't think it'll be a nice big silver one, but it's got to be a coin. Right, I thought we could maybe unearth this one together. It's in here somewhere. Hopefully you can see that. It's just come out there now. Right, it's definitely a coin. Looks to have a little bit of age to it. Possibly George III. Just looking at sort of Britannia's side. Where's she at? See if I can get you zoomed in. Should we get the tickle brush out at it? Let's have a look. Whoops. Yep, unfortunately it's a bit cruddy. Right, we'll have a look at this side. Might just need a quick tickle on the magic trousers. It's a coin anyway. Third hole. I dug a copper nail up, but I didn't record it because it wasn't the best of signals. I'm kind of pleased I didn't, but there we go. I don't know if you can just see there, George III looking to the right. our right anyway. And you can see the three eyes at the top there. So this will probably be sort of early 1800s. Give that side a bit rub. Britannia there. So we're off the mark. First coin of the day. George III, halfpenny. Early 1800s. So it's over 200-year old. Yep, very happy with that. Right, I've just dug a button up. I didn't film it, just a plain old button. That's a coin and a button so far, about 4 holes dug. I think Harry's onto a coin already. I don't know how Thomas is doing. He's gone in the opposite direction. But we're on to a lovely signal that's coming up in the high 60s. That's a lovely one, that. So I'm hoping it's another coin, and I'm hoping on top of that that it could be silver. Let's have a look, shall we? Right, we've got that out. Unfortunately, I did film it, getting it out, but for some reason my camera didn't record. But we have here a lovely imprint, as you can see. I'm not sure if you can see the VI there for 6. We have a very nice, trying to get you in some good daylight here, 1940 George VI penny. So we're on the coins. Absolutely lovely to see. It's just, I like finding coins because you can kind of put a date to them. Well, you can always put a date to them, more or less, and I think that's why I've got a soft spot for finding coins. But yeah, fortunately it's got crud on the back, but never mind, it's a coin. We're certainly off the mark now. That's 2 coins in 4 holes. So yeah, and I think, like I say, I think Harry's got a coin as well. So yeah, we're definitely off the mark. So we'll get this filled in and we'll catch you on the next. So we've literally, I don't know if you can just see, just over there is where I've just had that 1940 penny. And here we have a 3940. Yeah, this, I don't know what this could be. Could be anything. I've had hammered coins come up at 40. So yeah, it's only one way to find out. Let's dig it out. Right, we've got another clod scenario here. Is it in that one? I think it is. Sometimes I don't trust this pinpointer, but it's quite reliable today. Right, now I've lost it. Right, I'll be back with you in a second, guys, when I've found where this is. Right, it dropped out on the floor, and what we have is a lovely little artifact. Now, am I right in thinking that this is a lid off is it like a tobacco jar or something? I could be wrong. I'll just get the old tickle brush on the job wherever she's at. Here she is. Some nice decorative sort of thing. I think it's sort of, is it, will it be pewter? So absolutely, I think it's a first for me. I might have found one in the past, but it's not with this sort of design. So it's a bit of a first for me. We'll just quickly get as much sort of muck and clarts out of there as we can. Yeah, there we have it. Look at the sun just bouncing off that. That looks lovely, doesn't it? Lovely little. I'm pretty sure it's a lid, but it could be something else. It could be like a drawer handle. Like I say, when I'm in the field, I kind of I say what I think at the time, and a lot of the time I'm miles wrong, and I don't mind being wrong. It's very nice to be kind of put right on things. So that's my guess. I think that's either a jar lid or sort of like a drawer handle sort of thing. So that's a lovely little artifact to find, isn't it? Fantastic. Yep, we're having a good day. We're barely half an hour in. Yep, lovely. Got another one here. We'll do a little bit of a tester. Don't know if you can see the screen there. So there is a little bit of a iron grunting amongst that. I don't know if you can hear that. I mean, it is on the centre line. I think it could be a coin. Yeah, let's have a look. Just to quickly show you how this signal's changed. I've dug the clod off there, off the top. I don't know if you can see the screen. There's two blobs coming up there for some reason. One in the 60s and one sort of in the 90s. So, yeah, who knows? I'll get back to you in a second when I've had a bit of rake about in this hole and we'll see what it is. So we've finally got that dug out. As you can see, it's been quite deep. Let's turn that off a second, sorry. Now, we have a coin. Now, I don't know why it was behaving the way it was so erratically. There will be a reason, whether it was slightly on its side or the fact that when I show you in a minute, you'll see that it is slightly corroded, whether that's sort of affected the signal a bit. But that's what we've got. We've got another coin, unfortunately. I think it's a Vicky, and you can just see the top of the head there. I think it's a Vicky, but it's got that disease on, which some of the coins are coming up like that in this field, unfortunately. Yeah, we can't, or can we get a date? I'll just have a quick look at that. Yes, we can get a date. I'll try and get you zoomed in. Right there, I hope you can see. The date is 1873, and it's a penny. 1873 penny. So, yeah, I'm pleased I dug that up. I was always going to. Yes, it was slightly dodgy. Well, not dodgy, but you know, there was elements of other things in there that might put off some other detectorists. They might say, "Oh, I'm not going to dig that. It's not nice enough." But yeah, it was nice enough for me, and we've got the rewards as well as a bit of pottery, which I'll put in my bag. Take home. Now, anybody knows what that's off? Is that like stoneware or something? Is it called? I don't know. I'm not up on my pottery. But yeah, fantastic. Third coin of the day. Right, I don't know if you can see there. Right, here's where I've just had that Victorian penny. Now, I've literally picked the machine up. You can see how close it is. There's the hole. $39.40. Again, it's got elements of sort of iron grunt in there, but I'm going to disregard that. Yeah, let's get it out and let's have a look. So, I'm sure a lot of you that do a lot of detecting have come across a scenario where you get a signal and you pinpoint the signal and you think, yes, champion, it's there. Then so you think, oh, well, I'll take another little bit out with my spade, and then the signal completely disappears. And you're looking and looking and you're thinking, where the bloody hell has that gone? And then you look on the end of your spade. Now, I don't think you can see that from here, but there's definitely something on the end of that spade. We'll bend down and have a look at it. Jesus. So I'd actually hooked. That had actually hooked around the spade. Now this looks quite nice actually. Shall we get you zoomed in a little bit? Now I don't know what to expect here, but I'm sure if some of you, if you're regular watchers of the channel, you will see that 1 or 2 videos ago, just in the next field actually, I dug up a World War One sort of cloak clasp sort of thing, which was very nice, which had a lion's head on. Now this is giving me very similar vibes. Oh wow, wow, that's very detailed, isn't it? Yeah, look at that coming up. I don't know what that bit's for. I don't know what it actually is yet, but it looks very bloody nice, I know that. What I'll do is I'll clean it up off camera and then I'll get back to you. Right, I've cleaned her up. Now, you're going to ask us, what is it? The answer is, I don't know, Jeff. It's very decorated. This side's maybe not as good as the other side for whatever reason. Would you class that as like a floral pattern? I don't know. Does it go that way? Now it has got this on the side, which is very similar sort of to what that cloak clasp had on, but I don't know what this bit's for. It's sort of hollow as such. Whether it's always been that way, I don't know. But what a lovely thing. But like I say, God knows what it is. It could be anything. It's a lovely, lovely decorated piece, whatever it is. Over the moon with that. Very nice. Age-wise, yeah, again, will it be Victorian? Just a guess. But very, very nice, nonetheless. Right, catch you on the next. So I've come a little bit further. The heat is getting up now. Obviously in the northeast of England here, we're not used to, especially this time of year, the high temperatures of sort of 15 degrees, so the sweat is running. So it's going to be a long day for that. But never mind, we've come across a lovely 30 signal. Just go around that way. So I thought I'd best film this one. Nice and solid all the way around. So yeah, let's have a look. Right, that was an absolute heart stopper. Now you can imagine what I thought when I saw that glinting off the sun and lying in the bottom of the hole. You live in hope, don't you? Unfortunately, this time it's just a piece of aluminium. It has got something on the back. I'm not that interested anymore. Not now that I've had the biggest letdown in a long time. Yeah, it's just a gold looking piece of aluminium. Never mind. So, come a little bit further, maybe sort of 15-20 steps from that aluminium foil, and we've come across a bit of a nice-ish one. Changes though. So you can hear. Have I got that zoomed in right yet? It's all over on the screen. It's better in certain areas. Yeah, I'm going to dig this out. It's very dodgy. I haven't got high hopes, but we'll have a look. Right, what a lovely little thing I've just found. I can't really understand why it wasn't given a better signal. We'll clean this off together. Hopefully I've got you in good light. Just stand up. Where are we at? Let's get in some good daylight here. We'll zoom in just a touch. Now, can anybody see what that is? It is another. Hold on, I'll just. That's pipping away to itself. Sorry, get back to this. It's another miner's token. So we'll clean that side off. This one's not in very good condition. It's probably the worst one I've ever found. There you have it. Another miner's token. Number 117, I think, or 77, one of the two. Yep, I love finding these. This one looks slightly older than the rest that I've found around this area. But yeah, absolutely superb. I love finding these, love it. What will it be? 100 to 200 years old, possibly, I don't know. I'm not really up on me knowledge with these as such. But lovely things to find. Fantastic. Right, we've got an interesting one here. I can't even remember what it was coming up at, but yeah, Looks very green. I think it's part of a buckle. I think. A nice one as well. Just give it a little tickle with a brush. Yeah, it's been, whoops, back in the hole now. Yeah, it's been well and truly battered and bruised. But that's an old buckle, that. Yeah, not much to really show you, unfortunately, but I assure you that is, I'm fairly certain, at the moment anyway, part of a buckle. Fragment. Yep, the finds are coming up. Thomas is just walking over towards us now with his machine. I'm going to have a big catch up with him and see how he's doing. Just had a quick catch up with the boys. We're all on the finds, but we're going to have another hour maybe, and then we're going to go into the next field. But in the meantime, if I can see my screen. Very changeable. Coming up in the 50s, but again, it's got that element of iron grunt to it. But we've all seen that it's best to disregard that and just dig it out anyway. Which is exactly what we're going to do now. So I'll catch you in a second when I've got it out. So it's out. It's not a coin, but it is a sort of buttony type of thing. But that being said, it does look kind of old. I'll clean it off before I zoom in on it. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. Now, see what I'm saying about why it looks like a button? It's got this, but it's like a stud on the back. Not a stud, but you know what I mean. And the top's sort of got a bit of a dome to it now. And I don't know if you can see what I'm seeing, the colour of it. It is quite green. So has it just been like a leather, one of them leather sort of things? I forgot the name of them off the top of my head. Or has it been something a little bit older? So that's very interesting to find that. Yeah, answers in the comments, please, what you think that could be. Because we have found Roman, we have found Celtic, sort of late Iron Age. I had a find off the last video. If you haven't seen that, go and check that out. And we believe it could be the fragments of a handle from the late Iron Age, sort of first, will that be the 1st century? I don't know off the top of my head. And apparently it's a mirror fragment, like a handle fragment, but yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of ideas getting thrown out about that one, but so anything that does look sort of old like this, I am sort of kind of keeping hold of. So yeah, on to the next. Another one just up. We have a musket ball. It's not a day's metal detecting without one of these, is it? That display at home with the musket balls in is just getting rather full. But I don't care. I love finding these. So yeah, very happy with that. First one of many, hopefully. Right, we've just come into the next field, next door. Just because we can. We're following our noses today. We've got, we were out at about 7:30, 8 o'clock. We've got till about 1 o'clock. So we're just going where we please. It's a nice day. So yeah. So first diggable signal in the field, and this is the field in the last video where I found the miner's token. So there is things in here. So yeah, first diggable signal. Now I am underneath some trees, so it's a little bit sort of shadowy. So I'm hoping you can see this. 24, 25, 26. Let's have a look. Right, this time, unfortunately, it's just an off-cut piece of lead. So that will go in the ever-growing pot. I think every time I go out, I come back with another kilo of lead. So, yep, that'll go in the pot. On to the next. Got another one here. It's very nice. Now, just to my left, now, unfortunately, I can't pan the camera up because there's a lot of houses and stuff, and I don't really want to sort of give away where I'm at too much. But, yeah, just to the left of us is an old chapel. Maybe, 50 metres away, if that. So, yeah, we're on to one here. 49, 50, 51. Nice on the centre line. It's definitely a coin contender, isn't it? Or a musket ball, something like that. So I'll get this out and we'll get back to you in a second. Right, down in here we have, if I can get a hold of it, for the first time in a long time, I've managed to guess it right. We have a musket ball. The second one of the day. Hopefully you can see this. The sun's kind of, I can barely see the screen on my phone. But yeah, there we have a nice musket ball. A couple of 100-year-old. It'll go in the cabinet at home. So yeah, very happy with that. Excuse me. I've dug a few bits of rubbish up. I dug a button. Didn't film them. I don't think you'd be interested in buttons unless they're decorated. I don't tend to film them, but we've come across one here. It's coming up in the 60s. It's a bit blobbified on the screen. High 60s, 70s, sort of medium depth, as you like. It's got me interest, but I'm not getting me hopes up. So we'll get it out and I'll show you in a second. These are quite a common find. What I've just found. Thomas has got one today, and I got two last time out. It's a doorknob. I knew there was something about that signal that just wasn't kind of sitting right with us. Yeah, just a doorknob. Never mind. On to the next. Right, next signal here. I don't know if you can see. I'll get in a better position for you. That's better. Whoops. Next signal. It was a bit of a dodgy one. I didn't film it. But we've come across a thimble. Just another thing that I quite enjoy finding. I don't know why. Just, you always kind of think to yourself, how's this got here? Why is it in the middle of the field? And then, you kind of imagine what it would be like all those years ago when they were kind of maybe sort of spinning the wool or whatever they were doing that would involve using sort of one of these. So, yep, squashed. But it's a thimble. Unfortunately, not a silver one. But we'll keep looking. Spot on. Right, we're on to the first good signal I've had in maybe 10 minutes. 56, 57. Perfectly round on the middle line. It's a definite coin contender, that, isn't it? Yeah, place your bets. What do you think? Right, let's unearth this one together if we can. I'm struggling to see my phone because of the glare. I'm struggling with everything, but never mind. Aha! There we have it. I think I've caught it with my spade, unfortunately, which isn't like me. That looks like a George V, and it's a halfpenny. I'll just stand up. I might as well fill this in while I'm here. There you go, all done. Turn that off. Let's have a look. Tom's got somebody watching him. Be careful, Tom. Right, what have we got? Let's get into some sunlight here. We have, if I can get sorted, bear with us. Can't even see the screen, never mind. That looks like a 1913 halfpenny. Now, I've come away from the chapel, the old chapel, which has recently been converted into a house, and I'm actually opposite, I think, is the old schoolhouse. So there's a lot of activity going on around here, potential activity anyway. So we're hoping that that kind of makes the finds appear a bit more than what they have done this last hour. So there you go, we've got George V, 1913 halfpenny. Brilliant. Right, I've just had a signal there, like it was 10, 11. A little bit of a heart stopper. You can see the gold shining there. It's very, very, very light, very fragile. I don't know what it is, but it's decorated. So, yeah, answers on a postcard, what you think that could be. I think it's just, would that be more modern? It is very, very, very thin, very light. But yeah, slightly interesting. On to the next. Right, this is a little bit of sod's law, this. I've just dug a hole there. It was a very similar signal to that to the bit of lead I've just had. Let's put that in there. And now I haven't cleaned this up at all. But we've got, whoops, if I can hold it, a little tiny bell. Now I don't think it's what you would class as a crotal bell. But it's certainly a bell. What from? I have no idea. What age? I just don't know. But I do know it's a bell. I doubt it's got its ringer inside. Seems quite full. But it's a first for me. I've never really found a bell like this before. So yeah, a little bit different find. Give it a quick rub on the magic trousers, see if it makes it any better to look at. There you have it, a bell. Very good. I've just had a little 19 signal there. I didn't film it. I'm just kind of, there's a lot of nothing coming up at the minute, so I'm just kind of, if I come across something nice, I'll show you. And I class this as being kind of nice. Oops. Get it in a bit better view for you. And that's a nice decorated spoon handle. Very nice, that, isn't it? So yeah, what you got, Harz? Spindle whorl. I think Harry's on the spindle whorl, so if we can get a look at that, I'll show you. But for now, for me, it's just a decorated spoon handle. Oh, have you got it now, son?
Not that thick. I don't know if it's spindle whorl or not.
Oh, it might be a loom weight. Yeah, it's like a loom weight thing. So yep, this is Harry's. I'll just stand up, get in a bit of light. This is Harry's potential spindle whorl or loom weight, or whatever you want to call it. So that's nice. He's got a few bits of things. He's got a harmonica reed here. Old harmonica reed. And if anybody knows what this is, I've never quite seen anything like that before. It looks like it's coated in wax. Yep, very good. Come across one here. It's the best signal I've had in probably an hour. I've dug a few buttons up and the bits of rubbish and this, that and the other. But we've got this one. I'll just bring you around this side. You might be able to see the screen. $62. That's very nice, that, isn't it? Am I asking too much for it to be silver? I think so. But hey, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Let's have a look. Unfortunately, it's just a piece of lead. I don't know exactly what it is. I will keep it just in case it's something of importance. But it's just a round piece of lead. I genuinely thought I was onto a bit of silver there, probably like a sixpence or something. Never mind. So we've come through the gate there, back into the field that we were in this morning. Thomas has literally put his coat on that there. He's walked up there, I hope you can see him. And I've found a signal right next to the surface. 65, 66, 67. Let's have a look. Right, that was mine. Wasn't silver, what I was hoping it to be. Harry's just come and he's dug up this. I'm assuming it'll be a commemorative medal. Did you say you saw 1930 something on it, Harry?
I saw 937, so I was like, thought it could be 937.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that'll be some sort of commemorative medal for a marriage or a coronation or something like that. So, yep, well done, Harry, for that. Right, Harry's just come. Now I hope you can see this. What on earth is that? Is it decoration of a horse? Is it decoration of furniture? I've never quite seen anything like that. Yeah, that's definitely something different, like, isn't it? It's a lovely thing. Look at the detail on it. Has anybody ever seen anything like that? If you have, please, in the comments, let us know. It's like got a heart. Yeah, well, it's a heart with, yeah, as you can see, it's that's the back side, sort of concaved in. That's definitely different, isn't it? Yep. Well done, Harry. He's hit a bit of a hot spot. Here comes Thomas. He said he's got a nice button. Oh wow! Right. Let's get you in some good light here. I can barely see the screen on my phone. That says Durham Miners Association. Black. Is that Black Prince Lodge? Does it say, Tom? Hopefully you can see that, guys. I mean, I'm struggling with daylight. What a button that is, mind. That's probably one of the nicest buttons. That's the back. Just to show you that it is a button. That's probably one of the nicest buttons I've ever seen for local sort of local history. That's what a thing that is. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I can't wait to see that all cleaned up. Well done, Tom. Right, I've just come past Cooper. I'm hoping I can get the light here. Now, look at that. I'm trying my best to even see my phone. Look at that. This is the imprint. Where are we at? Let's get some light. That's the imprint. Salvation Army. Look at that for an imprint. That is fantastic. Right. I'll show you this. We've got the landowner coming for a bit crack with us. I'll let Cooper get this cleaned up. We'll have a bit crack with the landowner. And then I'll show you this when it's cleaned up. What a find from Cooper. The finds are coming back out in this first field. Fantastic. There you go, son. Well done. Right, Cooper's had a quick tickle with this. What do you make of that, bad boy? Yeah, that is hellish, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. First one I've seen. I mean, I don't know how old this will be. Will it be 100 years old? Possibly. But what a thing. Absolutely fantastic. Another one that's certainly cabinet worthy on Cooper's shelf, I would say. That's lovely, that. Well done, Coops. Right, after Cooper's just found that lovely Salvation Army badge thing, I had a little, if it's going to focus, I had a little 10, 11, 12 signal. And I hope you can see this, but it's a lovely sort of decorated, I think it's been a button of sorts. So yeah, that's a lovely little thing. We have just been given permission off the landowner, who's an avid watcher of the channel as well, in another field which we didn't realise belonged to him. So we're probably it's joins this field that we're in now. So we're probably going to head there now for the last hour, and see what we can find. So the public footpath does continue up from that field. So what we'll probably say Cooper and Harry can follow the footpath up, and me and Tom will see what we can find in the rest of the field. Just had one there. It was very, very dodgy. I didn't film it. It's another one of them. A nice little musket ball. I think Tom has 2 or 3 of these today. I think Cooper and Harry maybe have 1 as well. I've got 3. Yep, love finding them. This is a nice one. '60s, well, in the 60s, dotting about in the 60s. So it's kind of coin territory. Bit of a big blob, so it could be a musket, but it could be anything. There's only one way we're going to find out, and that's by digging it out. So bear with us, and I'll get back to you. Right, it's in here somewhere. There's a bit of dark soil kicking about. Oh, it's in here, and I can see a bit of green. I'll just knock that off. We'll get you zoomed in just a little touch. Right, what do we think it is? It looks nice. It looks very nice. It's nice and green. Right. What is that? What is that? Now this could just be a lump of nothing, this, but I'll give it a little tickle with this brush. Now I will say we have found Roman, we have found Celtic on this site. So every time something comes up that colour, now obviously it gets your heart racing a little bit. Does anybody know what that is? Does it look to have a bit of decoration across the top there? I don't know. Is it just a blob of nothing? I don't know. It just looks too green and too old to be nothing, doesn't it? I don't want to rub too much in case I rub any of the green off. Yeah, what we're saying. Yeah, I think that's old, but what it is, I just do not know. So please in the comments. The bit that's got me sort of, obviously the whole thing is puzzling, but what's them 3 bits up there? What has it been something? Or is it just a blob? Yeah, please let us know in the comments. I've just had another one here, and I don't believe this. Tom's going to think, I'll just give it a quick brush before I show you. Tom's going to think I'm copying off him, but I've managed to bag myself. I'll just give it a quick rub on the magic trousers. Now, I don't think mine's as good, but I've managed to bag exactly the same button as Tom. We'll give that another wipe. And there you have it. Durham Miners Association Black Prince Lodge button. So I've got one and Tom's got one. I'm going to send him a photo because he's at the other side of the field. So yeah, absolutely over the moon with that. Champion. Right guys, that's it for today. Absolutely lovely day weather-wise, as you can see. Getting blinded by that lovely sun. Just sitting down on the hillside here. Yeah, good day, very good day. Plenty of coins, plenty of relics, plenty of artifacts, plenty of rubbish at the same time, but you'll see all that in the roundup. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed watching it as much as we've enjoyed digging them up. Yeah, I don't know when we'll next be out. I mean, I'm busy, going to be very busy with work. I'm very fortunate to be out today. But Tom, Cooper and Harry will probably be out in my absence, but I don't think there'll be any videos coming up anytime soon, with me in anyway. Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing if you already have, and if you haven't, please do so. It'll really help the growth of the channel. But until next time, thank you very much, and watch what you're doing. Catch you later. Hello everyone. As you can see, we're back at the garage. I'm going to keep this as quick as possible because it's quite a long video, this. I didn't quite have enough footage to go into 2 videos. So, yeah, so keep this quick. As always, rubbish. You dig a lot of that. We all know that now. Lead, that's going in the pot. This side is my finds. These are Cooper's. We'll just quickly go through these. Buttons at the bottom, nothing too fantastic. Coin wise, probably the coin of the day for me and Cooper is, if it'll focus, is a well toasted, well bent George III halfpenny. Probably dating from the very, very early 1800s. You can just see him looking to the right there with the 3 eyes at the top there. Find wise, musket ball, sort of your everyday sort of things. That's an interesting piece, but it's just a light piece of maybe being costume jewellery or something, I don't know. Buckle fragments, just the usuals. Now up here, and these up here as well, just bits of random sort of bits that I don't know what they are, but I'll keep them. But these up here are my personal favourite finds of the day. As you can see here, we have what I thought was maybe like a tobacco lid sort of thing, if I'm in the right way of thinking, or maybe even just a door handle, but it's nice and decorated. Quite heavy, so I would say it's sort of like lead pewter sort of material. First for me, a nice little bell, not very old, probably what, Victorian. I've got a nice, well, I'm saying nice, it's pretty in rough shape, but it's a miner's token there. We have this, which I thought looked quite old. It looks like a sort of a buttony sort of stud thing, but it's had some sort of raised, I wouldn't say decorated, but it's a raised bit on the top, so that will be kept handy just in case. We have a random, whichever way it goes, I don't know what the hell it is, but it's a decorated piece. Very nice looking thing. Whatever it is, it plays in the comments. If you've seen anything like that before, let us know. What else have we got? Got a lovely Durham Miners Association button here. Obviously, if you've watched the video, you'll see that Tom pulled one up exactly the same. So that's quite amazing for 2 of us to dig up 2 buttons exactly the same. So that will go on in the display cabinet. That's a lovely little bit of local history there. I haven't looked up the black, does it say Black Prince Lodge? I haven't looked that up yet, so if any of you want to put any information in the comments, that would be really, really, really nice to see. What else is there? That's just a little decorated button, but this here really got me attention. Now, we have had sort of Iron Age, well, suspected Iron Age, Roman, Celtic. Now this, it looks like a piece of bronze. It's got the green, as you can see there. Now, the reason why I've kept it out is because, is it something? Any experts on there, in the comments section, please, if that looks like something that you've seen before, please let us know. I will be keeping it out. So yeah, please let us know. Nice bit of bronze there. It just looks and feels like it's been something. But as always, I don't know. I will do a little bit of research, but yeah, please get in touch with that one. Yeah, coin wise, not much to talk about. So these are Cooper's. Few random finds from up there that we'll just keep. He'll put in his tub. But yeah, some lovely finds from Cooper. I think Cooper's personal favourite is this one. You can see there it's Salvation Army. Age-wise, what will it be? Early sort of 1900s onwards to sort of, yeah, towards 1950s. I don't know. I'm just guessing. It could be older. These will have a meaning. I haven't looked into it. I don't know a great lot about the Salvation Army, unfortunately. But what a lovely thing. You'll see in the video, it left a lovely impression. It was from that side, the impression, and fantastic. So yeah, Kurt was very happy with that. He's got a bit of a spindle whorl here. Looks quite an old one. Now, we often find these, and they normally look like that, bits of lead, perfectly round, perfectly, sort of symmetrical. And we often say, I wonder if that's been a trade weight. Now, there's a dead giveaway here. I'm sure that says 1 ounce. Well, I'm pretty certain it says 1 ounce. So it'd be very interesting to get that on the scales and see how close it actually is to being 1 ounce. But that's a lovely, lovely trade weight. This piece here, I'm sure I found a little bit to it, and I'm sure Tom has a little bit to it as well. I don't know what it is. That's the other side. It'll get kept out. But again, if anybody knows what they think that could be, please, please, please get in touch in the comments. And one last find from Cooper. Now this, it's very heavy. It feels like lead. Now, and it's got some decoration on. This side looks a bit different. I don't know which way it goes, whether it's gone that way. But you can see it's got a bit of decoration on, whether that's been like part of a shield sort of thing, or whether it's just random blobs. I don't know, but again, we've kept it out. And if you know what it could be off, please get in touch. So yeah, overall, a pretty good day. Lots of relics, artifacts, not so many coins, but when you're pulling things out like this, does it really matter? Local history, that's what we do it for. We do it for the local history. There's a lot of my family worked in the mines, not so much sort of coal mines and stuff like that, more sort of in the mines for like Spa and sort of the Upper Dale sort of mines. So yeah, it's always nice to find the local history. So yeah, that's a day's digging for me and Cooper. A lot of rubbish, bit of lead, and a handful of nice finds. So yeah, thanks again for watching. Please, please, please subscribe. We've just since making this video, we've just clicked over the 500 subscribers mark, which is absolutely mind-blowing. So thank you very much for that. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for all the likes. And yeah, until next time, watch what you're doing. We'll catch you later.